amplifier. I have drawn it for comparison. So what is the similarities? You have the coupling capacitor, you have R1, R2, isn't it? Then you are having the transistor, you have RC, you have RE1 and RE2 here. You see here that the entire RE is bypassed, but then only RE2 is bypassed while RE1 is unbypassed, and you have the output coupling capacitor and the load resistance RL. Okay. So then how is it different? So you know that what is the purpose of the bypass capacitor? So the bypass capacitor blocks DC, allows AC, and the bypass capacitor is used here to avoid AC negative feedback. So if you avoid AC negative feedback in CE amplifier, what is the effect? The effect is that the gain will not be affected, that means the gain will not drop. But then here you see that there is a deliberately RE1 is not bypassed, so there is an AC negative feedback. So what is the effect of AC negative feedback? The effect of AC negative feedback is that the gain will be reduced. So the first conclusion we can draw here is that a swamped amplifier, because of the unbypassed resistance, will have a voltage gain less when compared to that of your CE amplifier. So this point will help you to remember even the circuit diagram. So what is it? You are having a resistance RE, the emitter resistance, which is unbypassed. Of course this is bypassed, but then you are having a resistance which is unbypassed, but here you don't have any unbypassed emitter resistance. So that is a striking feature for you to remember. So the probable question that can be on this is, you draw the circuit diagram of swamped amplifier and what are its advantages and applications. Okay, so what you can see here, you can see that, as I told you, because of the unbypassed capacitance, there is an AC negative feedback. Now if you remember, the voltage gain of a CE amplifier was minus RC divided by RE dash, and if you remember, in a problem in RE dash will be somewhere around 20 ohms or 30 ohms or 40 ohms. So but then when you look at the gain equation, you can take it as a small self work and then work out the gain expression, but anyway you need not know it for the exam sake. See, I have written it for our convenience. So the voltage gain is minus RC divided by RE dash plus RE1. So this is another justification of why that the gain of a swamped amplifier will be less than that of the CE amplifier. So what do you see? You have an extra factor in the denominator. You know that if the denominator is greater, what will happen to the quotient? The quotient will definitely drop. So that is the reason why the gain of a swamped amplifier is less than that of the CE amplifier. Then another advantage of this is that, so we know, you know that what is RE dash. I have been asking you, I have been telling what is small RE dash. Small RE dash is the AC emitter resistance. AC emitter resistance means it is an equivalent emitter resistance which is made up of your semiconductor material. And what is the property of a semiconductor material? It has a what? It has a negative temperature coefficient of resistance, meaning to say the resistance is going to vary with temperature. Okay students, so because the expression is minus RC by RE dash, that is for a CE amplifier, so RE dash will keep varying, isn't it? So if RE dash keeps varying, what will happen? The gain will also vary, which means to say that the gain of a CE amplifier is not stabilized against temperature variations. That is another disadvantage of CE amplifier. So this problem is overcome here by using a resistance RE1. So you know what is the effect of RE1? RE1 is called as the swamping resistance. So what is a swamping resistance? Note students, if this value is very much greater than RE dash, what will happen? This will appear to be negligible. When this appears to be negligible, any variations in this will not be affecting your AV. I hope you understand. That's why I have written RE1 is the swamping resistance is very much greater than the AC emitter resistance RE dash. So when this becomes a large quantity, this is a small quantity. Any changes in this will not be affecting the denominator. So if denominator is not changing, then the overall gain will be constant. So that is why this particular amplifier is also called gain stabilized amplifier. So or the gain is stabilized. Now because you are having a swamped resistance or an unbypassed resistance, if you work out using the RE model, the Z in base, it becomes beta into RE dash plus RE1. If you remember what is the input resistance or Z in base for CE amplifier, Z in base for CE amplifier was beta RE dash. So what do you see here? Beta RE dash plus RE1. So what has happened? The input impedance is large. So what do we want for any amplifier? We want an amplifier or any circuit to have a large input impedance. So the input impedance of a swamped amplifier is much greater when compared to that of the CE amplifier. Now because of the swamped resistance, another important consequence or advantage is that the large signal distortion is decreased. That means a swamped amplifier can also be used as a large signal amplifier, unlike your CE amplifier, which is a small signal amplifier. So let me tell you what is the application. So students, these are the advantages of your swamped amplifier. Let me tell you what is the applications. The applications is so pretty much obvious. It says that it is a gain stabilized amplifier and used for large input signal amplification. So the question that can be probably asked on this particular topic is that draw the circuit diagram of a swamped amplifier and write its applications. I hope it is useful for you.